What is your, I know you run the Trans Health Conference. When did you take that over?
We officially took it over in 2006, although Mazzoni's been involved with the Trans Health Conference ever since the very first year. We were a fiscal conduit, we helped write the grant proposals, and we provided administrative support. So we've been involved all 9 years of the conference.
Okay. And tell me a little bit about the Trans Health Conference and what you hope to achieve with it.
Well, the original idea of the Trans Health Conference was really to offer a space for people in the trans community to look at their specific health needs. Although over the years it's really grown to include also providers of transgender health care, so that we can offer something to service providers and to the trans community, again, in terms of looking at unique healthcare needs and making sure that that's done in the most competent and sensitive ways.
Okay. All right. And how? What have you thought about the success of the Trans Health Conference? This is its 10th year.
This is the 9th.
9th year.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you think you'd make it this far? Or did you think it might be a one-time thing, or?
I have to say, the first year that we did it, there were 70 people in attendance, and about 50 of those were Mazzoni Center staff. And I mean, it was a good effort, but compared to what it is now, I mean, it's amazing how it's grown. And I mean, there are a lot of people from the community that really need to be credited in the growth of the conference, to go from 70 people in a one-day conference, which had, I think, 6 presentations, to this year we have probably about 1,200 people here from all over the country. We have 132 different workshops over 3 days. So, I mean, it's amazing how it's grown.
Okay. Yeah, and what kind of workshops are going on here this year?
Again, a wide variety of workshops. There are about 30 workshops that are geared specifically towards service providers. There are about 20 workshops that are geared towards families. There are a number of workshops that are geared towards transgender youth. And then specific workshops for trans men, trans women, genderqueer, some intersex workshops, so a wide variety.
Okay. Shifting gears, can you tell me a little bit about the Mazzoni Center and what it does for the community and services?
Well, Mazzoni Center is now in its 30th year. It started off as a gay and lesbian health organization, really looking at the unique healthcare needs of the gay and lesbian community. That happened before AIDS. And then when HIV came around in the early 80s, all of our efforts went into working with the HIV epidemic. Until about, I'd say, 10 years ago, we said, let's look at our original mission, which was gay and lesbian healthcare, but then by this time we had said, well, let's look more inclusively. And so we started to develop programs for LGBT communities. We have a mental health program. We still have a lot of HIV care programs, and in terms, we have now a full-fledged medical practice for the LGBT community. So again, our overall mission is addressing the healthcare needs of the LGBT communities.
Okay. And what kind of reception have you gotten since you started providing for the trans community?
Actually, very good reception. In the beginning, I mean, I have to say, we really didn't know what we were doing. And so what we did is we went to the community and said, we have the resources to provide good services, but we also want to do competent services. So we did a lot of talking and listening with the community and grew from there. I mean, at this point, our medical practice has over 750 trans-identified individuals that we're providing regular medical care for and assisting with transition.
And I'm going to be one of them as of next week, so that's always a good thing.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And what kind of stuff, what do you provide for the trans community? What kind of services do you provide?
Well, really any services that we provide for anyone else. So we offer primary medical care. We offer trans-specific care in terms of assistance with hormone therapy. We have a mental health and substance abuse treatment program that is for any LGBT individual. We have HIV services, but again, we also serve the trans community. So really pretty comprehensive health services that may be trans-specific or just available to the trans communities.
Okay. Let's see, is there anything else I wanted to know? Yeah, can you tell me where you're located?
Our main offices are located at 21 South 12th Street here in Philadelphia, and our medical practice is at 809 Locust Street, again in Philadelphia.
Okay. Let me go back to something that I just remembered about. I just learned that you started a legal services division over there. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, this program was originally part of an organization called Equality PA, or at one time they were called Equality Advocates, and they were moving their mission to be more political advocacy and lobbying, and wanted to move out of doing direct legal services. And so instead of letting the program die, they approached Mazzoni Center about taking on that program. So as of January 1st of 2010, that program moved over to Mazzoni Center. And again, we provide legal services to the LGBT communities. A lot of transgender services there in terms of legal name change, discrimination suits, and the services we provide with the legal, really, it's not just, oh, I have a legal problem, but the legal problem has to be connected in some way to a person's LGBT identity. So that's our legal services.
Okay. And how would somebody get in contact with you, and how would they be able to start be able to, make an appointment and come see you?
Well, if someone is interested in our medical services, well, first I would direct people to our website, which is www.mazzonicenter.org, so you can find out more about what we offer. But to make an appointment at our medical practice, you would just call and schedule an appointment. And that number is 215-563-0658. And again, through the website, you can find out more